Three Kings.
Yeah, what do you think about that? Since we're live and shit, we are live.
Well, we're live. I like
we're
it.
live.
I like it.
What do you say
Shakur, he's the youngest, and the other two, he's going to be the last one to get the shot.
We're gonna get into that in the show. We're gonna get into that in the show.
Because I'm
about to roll the intro. We going.
Yeah, roll it. So Brock Lesnar.
You with, and I'm shooting shit like Scorsese. Get you whacked, ain't nobody made me. I'm the godfather of this shit, godfather. And you ain't gon' sell me like a bitch. Godfather. Corleone. Shoot, like Scorsese. Ain't nobody made me. I ain't no bitch.
Corleone. Yeah, it's Marcel Pierre back with championship rounds. And, I got the big bro here, Marcel and Marquel, back on the scene, here to cover boxing, mixed martial arts, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. What's up, big bro?
What's good with you, man? What's good with you?
Doing better than I was last time, getting incrementally getting better every day. So I can't complain.
What, you getting over that cold or something?
No. I don't want to divulge. That's neither here nor there. But anyhow, we're not here to talk about me, even though everybody would be really intrigued to know just what the hell I got going on. I'm sure that I would have tons of viewership. But no, unfortunately, we're not here to talk about the blockbuster event, the marquee event that would be Marcel Pierre's life. No, we're forced to talk about the world of sports, but it's okay because we had a lot of stuff going down. Had a lot of stuff going down. Big fight weekend. No, it's not over just yet. Let me go ahead and switch this up a little bit here. Big bro.
Do it. Yes.
First and foremost, if you're here, of course, like, share, comment, subscribe, like the Facebook page, of course, but then mosey your ass on over to YouTube. Hit that subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss a drop and you don't miss the show, of course. But big bro, Gervonta Tank Davis gets it done like we both predicted, and he ends up stopping King Ryan Garcia, I believe in the 7th round, was it? The 7th round? 7th round stoppage. Yep. And still undefeated, still the man. What's your biggest takeaway from Tank Davis's victory Saturday night?
2 takeaways. One is 1.4 million pay-per-view buys.
Yeah.
Counting. Woo! That boy sold some tickets. 2,
100%.
takeaway from that is there was a movie that Rocky did where he fought I can't think of the guy's name right. Antonio Tarver or whatever. And Rocky only threw body power shots. And Tank reminds me of that, where every shot that he throws counts. When he lands them, they count. He's not out there winging punches. He ain't guessing the range. He's actually landing shots that count. And I didn't know that boy was surgical with them hands, man. That boy's surgical, bro.
I mean, a lot of critics came out there and said, hey, Tank Davis doesn't throw the hands. Tank Davis has the lowest output of any boxer. But the motherfucker is devastating. Like, when he connects, he gets boys the heck out of there. I mean, do you need to throw a lot of punches? Do you really need to? Obviously, Tank don't. Undefeated. Gets another guy out of there. Here's a stat for you, bro. Break this down. Through 2 rounds. Tank Davis landed, I believe, 4 shots. Yeah, 4 shots. And knocked Ryan down inside 2 rounds. I mean, put that into perspective. That's some crazy power right there. Now, since we're talking about that, we're gonna talk about round 2 since we're saying within 2 rounds, because round 2 has been subject of a lot of concern to a lot of people, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
If you watch the fight, round 2, Tank Davis sets Ryan Garcia right on his ass. Sets him right on his ass. I guess some people thought Ryan was winning the round with volume or what have you. But typically in boxing, if you get set on your ass, you lose 10-8. 10-8.
10-8.
The scorecards were all over the place on this one. You had one judge. You had one judge. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say they were 9-10. I don't know where a 10-10 came from, and another 9-10. Like, nobody was going to give an 8-10. Ryan Garcia landed 7 out of 30 shots. Tank threw 3. Had the biggest shot of the whole damn round, and Ryan almost walks away with the round. That is crazy. That's crazy. I guess, if you want to say, I guess if you want to say, oh, Ryan was stepping forward and Tank was clinching up, it looked like, remember we made that thing about, Tank being the bull? Well, it looked like Ryan was being the bull in the first 2 rounds, and Tank was the matador, and he was just dancing on him. And other than that, I think maybe they felt pity because they seen that, this kid ain't got a chance. I don't want to throw the race card out there, but, you get some of the last names of the judges, maybe. I don't know, man. It's just funny that came up to be like that. That's just weird. So if it was a close fight and Ryan stayed in there and just kind of just hung in there and didn't take any knockdowns, I think we'll be looking at a different outcome. They'll be running his back over some bullshit.
Well, I'm glad the right guy won, and I'm glad that when the fight was stopped, Tank Davis was ahead on all of the judges' scorecards. Because if you watch, if you can see from this clip right here, although Ryan Garcia was he was raring to go, he was throwing the volume. A lot of those shots did not land. A lot of those Tank got underneath, or just flat out didn't take the brunt of the blow. So I'm glad the right guy won. The guy with the footwork, the guy with the head movement, and the guy with the real power, you know what I mean? And more than just one shot. Before this fight, we were saying, oh, well, Ryan can put you out with that hook, but Tank can put you out with one shot. And he's got a lot of more shots in the tool bag than Ryan does.
More.
And bro, Ryan was doing his damn. Go ahead.
Ryan did a good job of hiding his jab. He threw his jab from the right perfectly. Every time he got ready to throw that left, he cocked that damn thing back. It was like, hey, Javante, duck. Hey, Javante, duck. And he pulled that mug all the way back, swinging from the fences. That's why Javante was ducking over. And then Ryan was making them jokes about, you're going to have to get on a ladder to hit me. You got to get on a ladder. It's like, bro, you did not adjust your punches for the shorter guy. You're swinging for 6 foot 5'8" fighter your size. You should be punching down. I ain't seen none of your punches come down. Not one. And you stood up. Javante said no footwork. You kept standing up tall. You left your ribs exposed. Everything this man said that he was going to do, he did it to you. And he proved to you.
Right.
And you let him beat you in the battle of the feet. You kept letting Javante duck out to the right. And you could have caught him with a right. He was ducking. He was even running out to the left into your hook, and you couldn't even land the hook. So
couldn't even land the hook.
I think, his team poorly prepared him, and whatever that game plan was, that was we're cashing our poker chips here, Ryan. It was it's nice knowing you. We out. Just give us our payday. They left that kid out there unprepared, man. Unprepared. And, they say that Ryan quit in the fight. I'm going to put it like this. I would if I was Ryan, because nobody had my back. He had to call on Jesus to help him. He said Jesus was the one there for him. Nobody, his whole team, his whole camp, nobody was there for him, except for his family. You know what? And kudos to his family, man. That was sad, man. They left him out there. Shitty game plan. His trainer just, I don't know, man. I don't know what tape they were watching.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they were looking for. Like, I would have mirrored the Barrios fight. I would have looked at the Barrios fight. I would have looked at what Romero did early in the fight that had success on, which was the jab, using your range, using your speed. Why did it seem like that Tank was the faster guy in the ring? That's crazy, right?
Well, he was. I mean, the technique probably made him look a lot more fleet of foot and a lot more quicker than he actually was. But at the end of the day, you mentioned the jab that Ryan Garcia threw and that he disguised very well. But after that knockdown, you saw that jab got taken away completely. Ryan became timid. He felt that power. Tank disciplined him with the power. To what you were saying earlier, this is the narrative going out there. Ryan Garcia, my nose is bleeding. I'm tired. I quit. And they're saying this because obviously if you watch the fight, when the referee got to 10, Ryan stood right the hell up. So people are saying, oh, he could have got up. He could have got up. So circle back on that, bro. Did Ryan Garcia quit? And even if he did he do himself a favor? Because this was going bad in a really bad way. And honestly, I didn't see Ryan Garcia doing something drastic to Tank at this point when he's compromised to the body. I didn't see him doing something that could change the fight, but it is a fight. Did Ryan quit? Did he do himself a favor by quitting?
You know, I'm not going to jump on there and do what a lot of people did. And, he quit. I've never had a liver shot, so I don't know how that is. When I saw the punch rippled. It rippled through his body. He winced. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that, that punch was devastating. I think when he saw the excitement on Tank's face, when Tank was like, oh, and Tank was coming in, he knew two things. Either Tank was going to hit that spot again and it was going to get worse, or Tank was going to fake it, I was going to block it, and then get caught with something else and go out. I didn't have the game plan. My coaches didn't tell me the right things. It's better for me to go out on my feet. You can call me quick. You can say I did the no moss. At least I didn't get slept. If Ryan Garcia got slept in this fight to where he went out like crazy and they had the wheel in the cart, his stock would have went down, way down. This was almost a very smart move for Ryan Garcia. And I think for him to think of that on the fly at that time, I think that's showing that he became a man in that fight. He realized, okay, this is what they mean when they say a dog. You remember he said, what does it mean when you say somebody's got that dog in you? Well, you just found out what the fuck that dog is, and it's not in you. Because the dog would have got up and tried it. You know what I'm saying? So this was smart for him. Yeah, I think he probably could have got up, but I think something went through his head real fast, and he was like, I ain't got the support. I don't got support to carry on through this, and I'm not going to do this to myself. I did enough. This guy's better than me. Flat out, point blank. I don't have no excuse. It ain't no fucking rehydration clause because Ryan looked sharp as shit. He didn't look like he was fatigued. When he came out to the ring, he was already fucking lost. When he came out to his funeral music, a.k.a. Christian music, I don't know what the fuck that was. When he came out to that, he stood in the corner.
Wrong with Christian music.
Didn't move. He was stiff. You know what I'm saying? The guy, his trainer, had to tell him to move around in the ring. Joe Gusick, that's his name, Gusick, something like that. Told him he move around in the ring. Ryan moved and went right back to the corner. He was out of his element. He got the big fight. That's what he asked for. He just wasn't ready for it. He wasn't ready.
I attribute what Ryan did here by taking the knee and not raising up to Craig and Day-Day. You know, when they had the top flight security positions, the hood, the gangsters of the area, took exception to them and how they were talking to the old ladies on the corners, singing their gospel or whatever they were doing. Day-Day said, something else, but we're not going to get into that. But anyways, what they do? They hit the alley and they took off the whistle. They took off the shirts. They smart as hell today. And Ryan Garcia was smart as hell on Friday night because you're absolutely right. If he would have gotten up, it would have been a posterizing knockout, a viral knockout, one that he definitely would have never came back from. At least he could save a little bit of face and avoid that by taking the knee here and not raising up to his feet. You also said they left him out there by himself. You said they left him out there by himself. You're absolutely right. I just want to play this. This is what Oscar De La Hoya had to say before the fight, and I want to just cut to that for a second.
I truly believe that the winner of this fight will be the new king of the sport, and I'm happy that you're all here to see it. You know, as someone who spent most of his early life in the ring, I know firsthand what it takes to compete at the highest level. And this is the highest level. I look at Ryan, and I know he's ready. I look at Ryan's team, and they know he's ready.
Like I said,
I look at Tank, and he looks ready. But when I look at Tank's team's actions throughout the whole promotion, I am left to wonder, do they really think this guy is ready? Catch weights and rehydration clauses, late afternoon weigh-ins, all of these small petty requirements points to a team that looks to protect their fighter. And why would they protect their fighter unless they don't think maybe he's not ready for this moment? Right. I really believe that Tank's team is worried he's going to lose. And when you're a fighter, nothing feels worse than your team not believing in you. And then you look at Ryan, who was so hungry, so willing, so ready for this stage, that he simply said yes to every request, no matter what it was. That is a confident fighter. That is a fighter whose team has his back. That is a fighter who is ready. And it's why you're going to see Ryan come out as the new face of boxing on Saturday night. Thank you.
All right, let me just take it from there. I'll just take it from there. Yeah. Oscar De La Hoya gets out there and says, oh, we got Ryan's back. We believe in Ryan. Tank's team doesn't. They're trying to put all these obstacles in the way, whatever. We believe in Ryan. We believe in Ryan. We're behind him. Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. For the look at this. After the fight was over, this is Ryan Garcia at the press conference. This is Ryan Garcia at the press conference after the fight. Where is Joe Goosen? Where is Oscar De La Hoya? Where is Bernard Hopkins? They are James fucking St. Patrick. If you don't watch Power, they are ghosts. They're nowhere to be found. Okay, they're gone. They're not there with this man. Okay, he risked it all. Risked everything in the square circle under the Marcus Queensberry rules. When the fight was happening, oh, the biggest fight of the year. Oh, everybody's getting notoriety. Who's the trainer? Oh, Joe Goosen. Who's the promoter? Oscar De La Hoya. Who's the other promoter? Oh, legend Bernard Hopkins. Oh, they're all in there when the interviews are happening and when everybody's building up to the fight. After this kid tastes defeat for the first time in his professional career, they are nowhere to be found. What are your thoughts on that, big bro?
All right. So here we go. Here's the breakdown on all that. Right at the end of the fight, Oscar De La Hoya takes off. He leaves. Supposedly, he was getting death threats. That's a lie. He didn't want to eat crow. Bernard Hopkins didn't come up on the stage because Gervonta Davis' team did not want Bernard Hopkins in the ring, and they didn't want him around the press conference because the incident on the stage where he said that he grabbed Tank from falling off the stage, but somebody said they saw something in his hand. He was trying to rub something on him. So that could be B-Hop's excuse why he wasn't there. Joe Goosen's, there's no excuse for him.
Nah.
There's no excuse for Oscar De La Hoya. Even if he was getting death threats, why the hell are you going to let this kid and his family go out on stage? Why are you not going to go out here? Because you cashed in your tickets. You didn't want this fight from the get-go. Back in the day, when they asked you, was Ryan ready for Tank? You said, no, Tank's a beast. Then when the fight gets promoted, you start saying, oh, you guys got the money to get this contract done. You did everything to try to stall the contract out. You tried to do the deadline. You tried to save Ryan, and I commend you on that. You tried to save Ryan. You didn't want this. This was your last pony in your stable that was going to make big-time money. You wanted to get some more money off of him, but you couldn't. Ryan wanted to fight. Ryan thought he was ready. So you cashed in your chips. You fucking lost. You're going to get a little bit on the back end, and you're done with him. And then Joe Goosen sit here and said that you don't teach Ryan nothing. You let him come in because he has a mind of a coach. The kid doesn't have a mind of a coach if he's lazy. He's not going hard in camp. You never pushed him. He can't adapt to nothing. I swear to God, if I was Ryan Garcia right now, I will be calling the Mayweathers. I will call Roger, or I will call Senior. Please teach me how to box. Teach me how to adjust. I will call Floyd and be like, look, man, let me come to your gym because they don't care about me. They just left me out here, bro. They left me out here. That's why Floyd was like, He ain't ready for Tank. Beat Romero first. And Romero beat him up in sparring. I know it's fucking sparring, but they all knew the kid wasn't ready. Even Floyd knew it. That's why Floyd was like, oh, this is an easy fight. It's an easy fight. When Lomachenko wanted to fight Gervonta Davis, Floyd said the kid ain't ready yet. That's a smart promoter. I'm not going to give my kid to a wolf right now. I got a pup. Let him become an alpha, and I'll send him your way. Ryan's just a pup, man. He wasn't ready yet, and it showed out there. That man, he got a shit team. Ryan, please get a new team. Get a new one.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. It definitely doesn't help having a trainer letting you do pretty much what the hell you want to do and not really giving you the instruction, the giving you the wherewithal to tell you exactly what you need to be successful in the fight. Pretty much letting you say, "Oh, I'm good at this," and just letting you train that. That's the impression I got from Goose is supposed to be such a good trainer. You know what I mean? He needs somebody in there running the show. He needs somebody in there providing structure to the camp. But that's neither here nor there. Even after the press conference, hold on, here we go. Let me get this back up, bro. Even after the press conference is over, I want your thoughts on this. Press conference is over. Well, for Ryan Garcia, anyways. They don't need Ryan up on stage anymore. So for a while, Ryan was sitting up there, for lack of better terms, aimlessly awaiting Tank's arrival, just to get a photo with Tank. Break that down? Like, why was this necessary for Ryan to wait around? Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Look, because, man, one, Ryan is a fan. Two, Ryan is still a kid. Three, and this is Ryan's call out. Hey, help me, dog. That's why Ryan wanted to be his friend. Okay. Help me, man. Teach me how to be a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? What is it that I need? I'm not getting it here. I'm getting trained in Beverly Hills. I'm getting these half gym. I bet you he looked at Gervonta Davis workout and he's like, yo, what is he doing? Why are we not doing that? Oh, you don't need to do that. Oh, you're fast. You're popular. Just do some tricks on YouTube. You'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? This is a cry for help right here, man. Help me. That's what this is.
And white light was killing me. Anyways, bro. So, hey. Anyway, so yeah, Ryan, I can definitely see that. Ryan Garcia is probably a fan. And I know he really wanted to beat Tank. But I mean, the guy was, drunk in the club asking Tank, hey, can we be friends after? He's making bets with Tank, saying, oh, I would never do that to him. Even if I won, I'd let him keep it. So why make the bet? That makes no sense at all. But speaking of after fight, since we're just to move on, just to perfectly segue, there's been a lot of tension between Money Mayweather and Tank. They were all saying, a couple fights ago was their last fight together. Mayweather came out there. Hey, if you're working with Al Heyman, you're working with Floyd Mayweather. You're working with Floyd Mayweather. You're working with Al Heyman. We're a one.
Yeah.
So pretty much saying Tank is still working with Floyd Mayweather. Well, they embraced in the ring after the fight. Beautiful moment here. What are your thoughts on this?
Man, look, man. Tank looks at Floyd like Floyd looked at Senior. I love you. Okay, let me be my man real quick. Let me do my thing. You know what I'm saying? Tank gets in trouble. Floyd got in trouble. His pop stepped in like, hey, man, you got a hole right there. Let me help you. You family. I'm going to always be here for you. Regardless what we go through, you know what I'm saying? I'm showing you that I'm here for you. Through thick and thin. And I love this, man. This is big, man. This is big for boxing. This is big for those two. Definitely, man. This is big. I say this is big for culture. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to go there. We know what this is, man. This is a kind of like a father-son relationship, not for him to step on Calvin's toes, because Calvin is also Tank's dad too. This is like big brother. You know what I'm saying? It's guidance that he needs from somebody that's been there, somebody that's been all the way through that. And again, just jump to this real quick. Oscar De La Hoya should have been doing this shit to Ryan Garcia. He should have gave Ryan the game plan. He should have worked with Ryan, and then saying all that stuff again. And then I'm done with this, beating the bat on that. Oh, he should have his own game plan, this and that. Floyd didn't say Tank should have his own game plan. Floyd went in there and worked with him. Why? Because that's what a great That's what champions do. That is the difference between being number one, being the greatest of all times, and just being popular. This is where it's at right here. This is big. I'm telling you, Ryan saw this shit, bro. And he wants that. He needs that. Other fighters need it too, man. You know, it's big, man.
Well, circling back to Saturday's victor and the qualms that he's had with Floyd Mayweather, you know, the rumors about him getting thrown out of the gym, him saying that, hey, I'm my last fight with Floyd. What are your thoughts on Gervonta Tank Davis quietly paying homage to Floyd throughout his career? As you can see here, he's emulated Floyd's attire several times here. You see the black and the orange. You see the Mexican attire here with the. What is your take on that? I mean, he's been paying homage quietly to Floyd his whole career, is what it seems like.
It's not paying homage. It's imitating the greats. Kobe did it. Tank's doing it.
How is that not paying homage though?
Well, what I mean is, it's paying homage, but you know what I'm saying? If you want to be great, you're going to imitate the great. Like flat out point blank period. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Tank's doing. That's what he knows. So Floyd is Tank's MJ. You know what I'm saying? Tank is Kobe and Floyd is Jordan. And Tank's doing every step to mimic everything because he sees what success is. He saw what works and he's going to do it. You know what I mean? I mean, the style's a little different, but I think their approach to the fight, the laser focus dialed in, understanding how to adjust in the fight, being prepared for everything. That's what he's learned, man. You know what I mean?
He should be everybody in the games, MJ. I mean, I can't think of a better person to learn from. I mean, if the object of the game is to get hit and not get hit, who better to go to than Floyd Mayweather? And not only that, but also have the connections of Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, people go to his dad still. Come on. Some of the greats went to his dad.
They got to, bro. They got to.
Well, I guess we can move on from that to the next thing that we're going to talk about here. Obviously, Tank Davis won the fight, so really the world's his oyster. He's the face of boxing, as they say. He's the money fight. He's the guy that when you signed to fight Gervonta Davis, you call up your girl, you said, "Hey baby, we made it. Break out the red panties," to borrow from Conor McGregor. But who's next for young Gervonta Tank Davis? We've got some guys out there. We know we got Lomachenko and Haney fighting. You know what I mean? There's some other guys out there that could potentially be on the dais for Tank Davis. So I guess not saying who is going to be next, because who knows? Who would you like to be next?
Okay, so I'm going to tell you now, there's people calling for Pitbull. Pitbull's out. Timo, he's out right now. I'm not worried about him. If I was Tank, I would take the winner of the Haney and Lomachenko fight. That's going to be a big money fight. I don't think Lomachenko and Haney's going to do the numbers that Tank did, but when they come pulling into Tank's fight, I think it's going to be even more than the Ryan Garcia fight, because those two fighters, Lomachenko and Devin Haney, have skill, and they're going to really see if Tank's going to get tested. And then after that, it's Shakur Stevens' turn. Like, whoever wins these next two fights and comes out with all the belts, that's Shakur's fight. Because honestly, to me, I think Tank needs to see a little bit more for Shakur. I don't think he's ready for Shakur. Even though Tank's saying that you come back here shaking my hands, that don't mean we're friends. I think Tank's drawing the line, because Tank's like, well, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't want to get too friendly with this guy. And then in my heart, I have sympathy, so I got to stay kill mode on this. You know what I'm saying? I got to stay a killer on it. And he respects Shakur a lot. I think he wants Haney first, because I don't think if Shakur beats Haney, then he has no choice but to go to Shakur. And I think he wants to go through Haney first. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is, but I think he's going to take pleasure in that. I know Haney's your guy. I know you think, but go ahead.
I mean, he's the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. You know, he is the guy. He ain't my guy. He's the guy. But with that being said, what do you think of this tactic? What do you think of this? Yeah, the mail-in champion, the email champion. What do you think? What do you think of this tactic of Shakur Stevenson moseying up to Tank Davis? You know what I mean? Does he? What do you think this is a cerebral tactic to get on Tank's good side and take him out like Brutus in the end and Julius Caesar?
No. I think Shakur just recognized real. They both from the East Coast. They both you know what I'm saying? They strong fighters. They just happen to be in the same weight class and shit. So I think Shakur just hey man, what's wrong? Like Ryan said, like Tank is the guy right now. Tank is that guy. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, I don't need to sit here and cuss this guy out and act like I'm his enemy. I respect him, and I'm not going to speak ill will of him. And if we go to war, we can still go to war, but I still respect this guy because maybe he does look up to him. Maybe he doesn't. Or maybe he just has that fucking respect because he understands that this is the guy. This is the payday right here. You know, regardless. I'm going to get a little bit of clout off of this or, I think, honestly, I just think he loves boxing too, man. You know what I'm saying? He got pictures with Haney. So.
Yeah. He's 100% the payday.
Yes.
Big bro, Vasyl Lomachenko and Devin Haney are going to face off. And the reason why Vasyl Lomachenko is so highly touted in the world of boxing is because people see him as way small for the division. I say this because they say he cleaned out the lower divisions. There was no competition. And then he went up to higher weight classes that are well above where he should be fighting and still unified the titles. So they really, really respect Lomachenko. Don't talk bad about Lomachenko. Well, there's no way Lomachenko beats Devin Haney because not only is Devin Haney just flat out a better boxer, he's bigger, he's longer. And it's going to be a long night for Lomachenko because neither one of these guys are knockout artists. So it's probably going to go to the cards. It's going to be a long night for Lomachenko, a long night that ends in defeat. Anything to add to that?
I think Lomachenko can take this fight, man. Yes, he's got the size advantage. I think Lomachenko has better footwork. I do think Loma can dance on him a little bit and get some angles. I will give that to him. Devin is going to use his skills with the jab. I think their speed's kind of equal. But I just think Lomachenko's got better footwork. As long as Devin don't put himself into danger at any moment, you know what I mean? He's good. If Lomachenko can tee off and crack that jaw a couple times, we know that the boy, he ain't getting dropped, but we have seen him wobbly, staggering to the corner. You know what I mean? So if Chenko knows that he can get some shots off on that jaw, then he could possibly do something. Lomachenko doesn't have to worry about getting knocked out because one of the very few knockouts Devin Haney's got the dude tattooed on his leg. So that it goes to show that he don't get very many of them. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm not going to sit here.
50-50 fight. It's a 50-50 fight. I don't think it's going to be a dominated one side or a dominated other fight. It's going to be who's going to outbox the guy in the end. It's one of those fights. They put a chess match up here. I think it's pretty cool. But let's just be real. It's just a bunch of dancing and jabbing. That's what we're going to see. Not to demote this fight. So I'm not doing that. But go ahead.
Well, I think that Devin Haney is the closest thing that we're going to have to the second coming of Floyd Money Mayweather. And you can say what you want about that. Only time will tell. But when the smoke has cleared and all the dust settles, and you look up and see Devin Haney holding all of the belts, all of them, you will then know that he is indeed that guy. All right. I'm not talking out of my ass. Like Devin Haney is when Devin Haney boxed the ears off of the division and removes all doubt. I'm going to be here on championship rounds to be like, bro, what do you have to say now? And I can't wait. I cannot wait. I can't wait.
God. What are you gonna? I can't wait to see your fucking face when this shit comes out different. If he don't put him out, you already know the media is gonna give the belt to Lomachenko. So what the fuck? Devin's got to knock this guy out or make it look like he fucking won, and he ain't gonna do that. So therefore,
this guy went. Hey, bro, he went down under. He went down under and took out George Kambosos Jr. in his hometown because it was one-sided. And that's what he's going to do to Vasyl Lomachenko. He's just the best boxer. Bro, he's the best boxer in the division. He's the best.
The fuck, he's not, man.
All right. Because he doesn't have all the crazy power. He's not laying everybody down.
I said then why wouldn't he fight Shakur? Why is he scared of Shakur?
Bro, him and Shakur Stevenson are child. Why would? Okay, listen. Shakur Stevenson just entered the damn division for one. They're childhood friends. Why would Devin Haney fight Shakur Stevenson first when there's Loma out there? There's
Shakur's talking mad shit to him.
Bro, Shakur ain't the fight.
He don't give a fuck about friendships. He don't fucking respect that dude. Devin's scared of him.
You're crazy.
Fuck out of here with that.
Bro, Bill Haney treated Shakur Stevenson like a son. Picked him up in the Springer van.
It doesn't matter. You think he gives a fuck about that now? Shakur don't give a fuck about that. No,
I think he does.
Shakur wants him. Shakur's calling him out. He said he's scared. Get out of here, man. Shakur knows he got him.
Listen, okay, that's fine. Shakur can do what he's doing. He's doing what he's doing. Devin don't have that same energy, and everybody's saying, because he's scared. No, because he loves Shakur like a brother, and he doesn't want to be the one to put him down.
Well, why is he saying, that's a fight that we can look at down the line? That's a fight that if he loves like a brother, he'll say,
down the line, not right now.
I'm not fighting him. Because he don't want to fight.
Because he's got to also put it out there that, hey, I'm not scared of that fight at all. You know what I mean? That can happen down the line, but as of right now, I'm not going to be the guy that's going to put my brother down.
When he doesn't beat Lomachenko, what are you going to say?
Bro, he's going to beat Lomachenko. It's not even like he's going to box his damn ears off. Lomachenko is probably going to fucking retire because think about it. If and when Lomachenko loses this fight, what is there left for him in boxing? Well, nothing, bro. He can still fight. He can still have money fights. That's fine. Nah, bro. Devin Haney's gonna retire Vasyl Lomachenko. He is because he's the best boxer in the division. I fucking said it.
The grapes and the grape juice.
Nah, bro, I'm not. Tyson Fury, rumored to be fighting Andy Ruiz next. What's your appetite for this one, big bro? What's your appetite for the Gypsy King versus the Burger King?
Okay, I'm about to go in. I'm going in on the Gypsy King. I'm going in on Canelo. I'm going in. Devin Haney, at least I give him respect. He's got the straps. He's fighting the next man up. God damn it. You guys got these goddamn green belts and you're fighting fucking trash cans. Fight the fights you're supposed to be fighting. The guy said he would agree to your 70-30. You wanted to unify the belts. What you're trying to do is you want him to fight. You want him to fight Deontay Wilder because you think Deontay Wilder might knock him out, and you got an easier fight with Deontay Wilder than you got with this guy. Why would you even take this fight? Why? What is the purpose of this fight? Because you don't want to fight who you're supposed to fight. You got the belt. You fight the next man up. That green strap. Any of these belts, you fight the number one contender. You don't get to pick and choose. I'm the champ. I'm going to pick that guy.
Boxing.
He don't look that good. That's trash, bro. If the belts don't matter, they should just take them away and just let these guys fight off repetition or let them fight off their rep and their clout because those belts ain't meaning nothing anymore. Canelo's fighting fucking 40-year-old Triple G, and I don't even know the guy. I just know his name starts with an F. It's like Frank or something. Who the fuck is this guy? Why is he fighting him? Why is he not fighting Bebo? Why is he not fighting Benavidez? Why is he not fighting the goddamn
Charlo
twins?
brothers?
Oh, the Charlos. Oh, because he did everything he should have did. Then give the belts up and let somebody else that's hungry, that's ready to fight the number one contenders at all times. That's what that belt
David
is.
Benavidez.
I'm on top of the hill. Come up this fucking hill, you get it knocked back down. You don't get to pick and choose. I want the guy at the bottom of the hill. Let me get the guy in the middle of the hill. I'm done, man. This fight's stupid as fuck, and I like Andy Ruiz. I hope Andy Ruiz beats him. These guys taking these dumbass fights. You ain't gonna sell no pay-per-views. You're gonna sell enough, but you're the heavyweight champion of the world, and you should, man. I'm this dumb fight. I'm sorry, I had to.
No, bro. You're fine. You're fine. The fight everybody wants to see, of course, is Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk, because that's the fight that would unify all the world titles. And the last unified world champion, do you know who the last unified world champion is, bro? Trivia question Lennox? Here. We'll have a couple of them during the show. The last unified heavyweight world champion, Lennox Lewis. You know how long ago that was? That was a coon's age. Time ago. That was a coon's age ago. Anyways. From my understanding, that's a long time. But anyhow,
that's almost 20 years.
So you don't fight Usyk. I guess Coons didn't live that long, did they? Anyways, so we're getting off track here. Anyway, listen. So you don't fight Alexander Usyk to unify all the world titles. You fight the former unified champion in Ruiz, who found his way with most of the belts when he defeated Anthony Joshua. In the US. But then obviously when they fought in Abu Dhabi or the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Joshua dumped some weight and outboxed him, so he's came back. Well, he's beat Luis, or is it Victor? It's Luis Ortiz. Yeah, he beat Luis Ortiz. And he's back here, but I'd rather see if Ruiz is going to take a fight, I know it's a bigger fight for him to take a fight with Tyson Fury, but I wanted to see Wilder knock him out. Nobody wants to fight Wilder. Nobody wants to fight Wilder, bro.
Because he still got the nukes. He still got the nukes.
He does.
Got the cold. He's got the nukes.
He does. He can put you away at any second.
That punch didn't even look like he hit that guy, and that dude was like, "Oh, timber!" He got the nukes, bro.
We're moving away from boxing into mixed martial arts. We're going into the UFC because one prospect coming up through the ranks in Sergey Pavlovich had one of, if not, arguably the biggest victory of his career. I know he's defeated the likes of Derek Lewis and Tai Tuivasa, but he came through and defeated Curtis Razor Blade Saturday night and stopped him in the first round, and now he's got a string of 6 victories. He's got a string of 6 victories, all knockouts, and he's looking fucking dangerous, coming for that strap held by none other than John Bones fucking Jones. And I don't know, bro. I just brought this up to get your opinion on the Russian, as you like to call him, Sergey Pavlovich. How high do you think this guy could climb?
He's the next one he's going to have to beat is Cyril Gane. And once he knocks out Cyril Gane, then he's right there, John Jones. Ain't nobody else left for him. After John does Stipe, if John beats Stipe, I think he should beat Stipe. If John don't retire, I think this guy should have one more fight. I think he should fight Cyril Gane, maybe, or go ahead and throw him up there. But I told you, if Brian Blades ain't going to grab that boy,
Curtis.
It was Curtis, yeah. Brian Blades is a wide receiver for the Redskins. Or not the Redskins, the Seattle Seahawks back in the day. If he didn't grab him, he was going to sleep. I think we both said that. And
you said it like perfectly. I actually went back and watched the coverage on that our takes on this. And yeah, we both called it, but yeah, you said it perfectly. You said, I wouldn't stand and trade with this guy, you know what I mean? Don't just do what you got to do to win, Curtis. You know what I mean? Don't try to fall in love with your striking. And he definitely did that, and he definitely got put away. It was disgusting. Bro, obviously, Sergey Pavlovich is making noise. He's got 6 knockouts in a row. The longest knockout streak of consecutive fights is the Iceman, Chuck Liddell. You got, so this guy is he's getting up there. He's, you also picture here Don Fry, one of the legends.
Yeah, that's my guy right there.
Yeah, don't call him what's his name? Not Burt Reynolds, Tom Selleck. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyways, Tom Selleck.
Talking about Magnum PI.
Yeah. But anyhow, like, okay, so he's doing some positive shit out here. Pavlovich is he's making some noise. He's being compared to a lot of people and one legends right here for his knockout streak. And now they're also comparing him to the former heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou. They're showing his resume. They're saying, oh, Francis had 6 finishes. Pavlovich has 6 finishes. Like, both of them have a similar path to coming to the belt. Although Francis Ngannou got to the title and was wrestled and defeated by Stipe, well, Pavlovich, long behold, has already had that moment in his UFC career. Lest we not forget, one Alistair Overeem definitely took Pavlovich down early in his UFC career and finished his ass. You know, so that goes to show that is a possibility of something that now has he fought the guys that could do that to him since? Curtis Blades was supposed to be that guy, but Curtis Blades ain't used his tools.
No,
last comparison, bro. Last comparison, bro, before I let you go is the reach. Yeah. People are like, oh, John Jones is so good because of the reach, all the reach. Well, Sergey Pavlovich apparently has the second longest reach in the history of the UFC or whatever it is. Is that UFC history? John Jones is obviously there at number 1. Is this a factor for you? How would you see a potential fight, Sergey Pavlovich versus John Jones? He's the Russian. He's bringing the fire. John Jones is the legend, the GOAT. The fight would sell. Do you think, how would the fight go? And do you think John Jones sticks around long enough for this fight to even happen? Go ahead, bro.
I think John will take this fight. Maybe. We'll see. But if this fight did happen, I think John could give this guy a false sense of security on the feet and get him down quick and beat him. I think John knows that he's not going to stand too long. So John's smarter than Blades, than Curtis. And I don't think John's going to stay and exchange this guy too long. John knows that. Alistair Overeem is a striker, and he knew that. What did Alistair do? He took him down. Because he's not stupid. You see the guy laying bombs on people. Okay, I'm susceptible to bombs. I went to the other world before, and I'm not trying to go back. So I'm going to go ahead and get this guy on the ground. There ain't no exchange in here. So, yeah, this will be a good fight. Are they going to make it next? I don't know.
Not next. I mean, Stipe and John's next.
I'm saying after the Stipe fight, is this the fight to make next for him? Because there ain't really anybody else in heavyweight. Let's be real. If John Jones leaves, this guy might walk around the strap for a long time.
No, I think you were right. I think Pavlovich. I think Pavlovich probably needs one more, a Ciryl Gane, a fight like that. That would be an interesting fight from a striking perspective. So I think if he took out Ciryl Gane, that would solidify his title shot. To go ahead.
No, I was gonna say,
I don't know, bro.
I think
nobody's knocked out Ciryl Gane thus far. But go ahead. Not even Francis Ngannou
knocked him on his ass. Tiavasa knocked him on his ass and got gassed. I think this guy is a better striker than Tiavasa. So I think it's going to be a very technical, good striking match. I'm going to lean more on his side because I don't know what it is about Ciryl Gane. I don't see that fire and that killer in him. I don't know. There's something about that guy that he just doesn't have what I think he needs to have to be the champ. He's had too many shots and he's squandered them away. So to me, you get that many shots and you miss so many times, you're not cut out for that champ. You know what I mean? So the next guy,
I feel you on that.
So
I feel you on that. I've still yet to see Ciryl Gane be outstruck. I know he had a firefight with Taito Ivasa in his native land, Paris, France. But outside of that, and he knocked him out too. So he did put put Ty away. So I haven't seen Ciryl being outstruck like that for any sustainable period of time. Other than that, he was in a firefight, not how he normally fights, but Ty brought the fight. So, fair play to him and fair play to Ciryl for winning the fight. But I'd love to see Sergey Pavlovich versus Ciryl Gane. But the lion, the GOAT in the room is clearly John Jones, and I feel like he has a path to victory versus all of them. So speaking of John Jones, after he won the heavyweight championship of the UFC, the second belt he's won in the second division, he had a moment where his family, his loved ones, everyone was in the cage.
Oh my God.
Everyone was in the cage. They're celebrating. Hell, John's the man. He's the man. Well, he has a lot of history. Not long ago there was some domestic violence stuff. Going around with his significant other, and they patched things up. They're still together. Through the thick and the thin, through the hookers, through the cocaine, and all of it. Hitting
God,
the pregnant woman.
There.
She's been there. She's been there for him the whole time. She's been there by his side the whole time. She's not walked away from their family. Well, there was a moment in the cage. After this was all, said and done, John gets the belt. He drapes it across her shoulder, and she goes in for a kiss. And bro,
I know
this is some savage shit here, bro. Like, like this is savage. God. Like, she bro, like, she goes to kiss the man on the lips. He pretty much controls her head, kisses her on the forehead, and leaves her looking like this. Like, in front of the world.
Obviously, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. So,
bro, in front of the world, though?
Be on some rocky water. Yeah. He looked like he got ready to kiss her, and he just didn't. Maybe his Christian
kissed her on the forehead.
Yeah, maybe his Christian vows, he's not supposed to kiss in public. He's only can kiss hookers in the dark. I don't know, bro. I shouldn't have went to John. Don't knock me out for that. All right, my bad, man. I'm just saying.
You think that was sort of an homage to his side pieces?
Like, no, see, I told you that was. If you look at it, I think there's something going on in the household that we don't know about.
I mean, there's clearly a lot going on. They got history like that has hit the press clippings.
He's probably like, nah, this ain't what it is. And she's probably like, I thought we had a moment. And look at his brother back there. Damn, nigga. National
right, bro. Look. Oh my gosh, that is so embarrassing. I feel bad for her, but she knows what she signed up for.
Like I said, we don't know what's behind those doors. She probably could have called him a piece of shit. I hope you lose. And he went out there and
I doubt that.
Well, she'll probably get her ass beat. But I
don't know. There you
go.
I'm the one going though. Okay, all right. I'm the one going.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is legal to choke her out. He could have put her in a triangle or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a possibility.
But I think there's something going on. So,
yeah. Like I said, there's probably a lot going on.
Yeah, there's probably a lot. That's probably why he's in the garage all the time, wrestling and fighting. He don't want to go in the house.
Moving right along, we got the assassin baby. He's coming back and he's facing Alessandra Pantoja. And if you're not excited about this fight, I'm going to tell you why you should be. Brandon Moreno obviously is Mexico's favorite son right now. You know what I mean? Yes. He won the trilogy, got the best of Davison Figueiredo in their quadrilogy, and he's the man who was left standing with the belt at the end. Well, let me tell you a little bit about Alexandre Pantoja. All right, so if you don't know this man, let me bring you up to speed on him. On him. Alexandre Pantoja, not only is he a killer, and he's next up, he's already got 2 victories over Brandon Moreno. So what say you? Do you think Brandon Moreno exercises his demons again, bro, and gets a victory over a guy that beat him twice? Unlike, kind of like Israel Adesanya, but he got beat 3 times. Yeah. Do you think Brandon Moreno can do the same? Or do you think Pantoja's got this kid's number?
Pantoja might have the kid number, but now this kid's got a whole lot more to fight for. This kid's he's got his country on his back even harder than he ever had it. He's got the strap. He's got a lot to lose. He's got that dog. He's been to war 4 fucking times with somebody. You know what I'm saying? This is his time now. This is him holding this down. He's got more writing on this fight than Pantoja has coming into this fight. Pantoja's coming in. I whooped your ass. I beat you twice already. You ain't da. This is cakewalk. And Moreno's sitting there like, man, you didn't get the best of me, bro. You didn't get me like this. I got my people behind me. I got more to fight for. I got this belt. I tasted this money. I want some more of this. I'm going for it. I think Moreno might shock everybody, man. And I at first wasn't going to tune into the fight, but I didn't know that guy beat him twice. So now I want to see this fight. I want to see this.
A lot of implications in that title matchup coming up very, very soon. Big bro,
and
a lot of
he's a dog too, man.
Yeah, he is a dog. I just question how much those wars really took out of him because that shit catches up. You know what I mean? Those receipts, those bills come due one day. You know what I mean? Ask Chuck Liddell. Ask Chuck Liddell. You see how stiff Chuck Liddell is now in 2023? You see how stiff that motherfucker? Yeah. Them receipts, them bills come due. But anyways, bro.
Catch up. Yeah.
People look at women mixed martial artists, a lot of them, and they largely look at them as, they don't look as flattering or as attractive in the cage unless they're just smoke shows, then obviously they're going to look good regardless. But a picture kind of went viral on social media, Twitter, of Ariane Lipsky, who doesn't really look like somebody you'd be like, bring her home to mama and pop, hey, I want you to meet Ariane, you know what I mean? But this picture of a side by side, I just wanted to get your take on this, on what she looks like inside the cage and what she looks like outside of the cage, and is she a chick that can do both? Go ahead.
Damn, that's the same chick?
Yes.
I see it. The makeup really the makeup really it really, if she don't get beat up, she looks good. Lo, you know what? Yeah. She got a nice little hairdo.
Yeah.
I mean, if I woke up and if that's what she looked like when she woke up is after war, then yeah, I'm out of there. But yeah, she looked pretty good, man. It don't look like she wears too much makeup. You know what I'm saying? The face is a little pale, but
yeah,
she can get away with the glasses. The glasses turn her into a woman. She don't have a strong ass chin, and she's got nice cheeks. She's hot, bro. Yeah, she's hot right there. I've seen pictures of Ronda. I've seen Ronda Rousey in Fast whatever thousand, whatever how many they made, and I was like, damn, that's Ronda. And I didn't notice how big Ronda was until she stood up next to I was like, God damn. I didn't know Ronda was that big. But
yeah, she's not. I mean, she fought at 135 pounds, but obviously they cut to make that weight. I think that although Ariane Lipsky definitely, you see she's out in public on the left, she's underneath the lights in the cage on the right. My gut feeling is that if you dated Ariane Lipsky, the lion's share of the time you're going to be seeing the image on the right. But moving along, Nathan Diaz is in the news because he choked out a Logan Paul lookalike, and apparently there's a warrant out for him for battery. But also, it was said that Nate Diaz was in a stand your ground state. Did you see the video? I didn't have time to grab it on here.
I didn't even know this even happened, bro.
Yeah, I wish I'd have grabbed it now that I didn't know you didn't see it. That'd have been great to have your reaction on there. But yeah, I'll just run it down for you. Outside, Nate Diaz gets a fan who was a Logan Paul lookalike, and he choked him out, delivered a shot to the knee, or a knee shot to the chest to the guy where he had him in the choke, and pretty much released him like John Jones released Lyoto Machida and let him fall limp to the ground, and his head bounced off the canvas, and he walks off. That's what happened. So that being said, you didn't see this, so I mean, you really don't have a lot to add to that. But what do you think about the notion of Nate Diaz choking out fans in the streets? You know what I mean, with the potential Jake Paul fight coming up, being Nate Diaz who he is. Does he get more clout for this or what? What do you want? What do you know? What do you think?
First off, fans need to understand that these people are human and they short-tempered ass people. So if that guy went up and said some slick ass shit to Nate, come on, man. You know who Nate is. You know Nate's a hair trigger away from fucking letting his hands go. All right? Mm-hmm. So if that dude walked up and said some shit looking like Logan Paul, running his mouth or whatever, Jake Paul, whatever, the kid was out of line. Like, you guys got to stop thinking that you can do whatever to these celebrities and these pro athletes, and then some shit happen, and then you want to try to sue this, and that. Nah, man. Respect the guy. If he ain't in the ring, if he ain't in competition, then that you suck a dick, fuck you, man. Y'all need to can that shit. That's not cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he's out relaxed, having his good time with his friends, family, or whatever, and you say some foul ass shit, it's go time for them, bro. In the ring, that's different. You are allowed to do that. On the field, in the courts, when competition's going, you can say whatever you want. But outside of competition, if it's not in an environment where the competition is being promoted, shut the fuck up. That's that. And I hope that dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I hope that dude said some shit and went out of his way and got his ass whooped. That's what I hope happened. I don't give a fuck if he got choked out and his head bounced it off. You need to know your fucking role, and you can't just be rolling up on people because you think you got the right to do that shit. He got the right to fuck you up.
Hey, you got to watch that clip, bro. And I agree with everything you said about them being human beings, and you know what I mean. Don't poke the bear. Don't poke the fucking bear. That's all we got to cover as far as boxing and MMA is concerned. I do got a few things that we're going to speed through here just to get out of here, bro. Are you prepared for the lightning round? I just want to get your thoughts on a few things.
Yeah, let's get it.
All right. So first thing is Antonio Brown, AB, if you will. Apparently there is a warrant out for his arrest because of unpaid child support. Now, just to set the stage, Antonio Brown, like, it's largely known that he had custody of his kids. Like, he was doing it on his own, so to speak. That was the notion that you see on the I Am Athlete or the Pivot podcast. That's what he said. You know what I mean? A lot of the reasons why he'd be late to this or that is because he's doing it all on his own. So my question to you is, how is somebody that's doing it all on his own owe child support? Thoughts?
Well, two things. Maybe he's lying. Or number two, maybe he does have the kids and he just ain't take his lazy ass to court to get shit changed and he's still paying. That's the only two things I could think about. So, like I said, he's lying about it, or he does have the kids and he just never went to court. He obviously ain't responsible for shit. So if he does have the kids, then you know what I'm saying? But then again, I just think that just because you're an athlete and then you got to pay $50,000+ a fucking month for child support is fucking ridiculous.
Right. I just don't think it. Yeah, it is ridiculous. Yeah, I've seen all type of crazy payouts. These child support things are just ridiculous. Like, and I've seen women, like, it reports where women have groomed these athletes to cash in. You know what I mean? When they get signed the big contract, like, the shit is crazy, bro. It's a racket. I mean, Blake Griffin had a crazy ass fucking child support thing, but this is the lightning round, so we're moving right along. Finally, Aaron Rodgers gets traded to the New York Jets. Big bro, what's your thoughts on that? Do you think he takes that Robert Saleh defense, whom Robert Saleh should still be a Niner, but that's neither here nor there? Does he take that Robert Saleh defense and take those young receivers to further than Rex Ryan did with the Jets?
They go to the playoffs. They're going to run into the Chiefs. Yeah. And that's what's going to happen. I think they make the playoffs. How far they make it in the playoffs, I don't know. There's some killers up in the AFC. The Jags are getting tough. We don't know. I think that somebody sent the guarantee to Lamar Jackson, so Baltimore might be back on fire. We don't know what Cleveland's going to do if not Jameson, but Watson, that's his name. If he comes along and Deshaun and he's on fire, he gets shit together, he's got all that stuff behind him, Cleveland can move forward. We don't know about Pittsburgh. I do know Miami's going to look pretty tough. It's going to be hard for him, man. You know, I don't think
I'm not trying to cut you off. That's not a weak division, okay? You got the Patriots, obviously, but you got the Bills, you got the Dolphins. Are the Jets a Super Bowl contender with Aaron Rodgers at the helm?
They're barely a playoff team. They might make the playoffs.
I don't know, bro. I think you might be singing a different story when the season kicks off. I respect that defense, but I tell you what, somebody who doesn't respect Aaron Rodgers coming to town. Hold on, let me see here. I got a little fucked up here. I'll tell you one person that doesn't respect Aaron Rodgers coming to town, and that would be one Zach Wilson, who barely was able to keep his damn job in New York before any of this. Mike White, I think his name was the guy that they really liked. You know what I mean? Joe Flacco even started a couple games, I believe. But yeah, he's saying, well, they'll regret this decision for the next 20 years. It's became personal to me. I'm sorry, Zach Wilson. Well, you might not even be in the league for the next 2 years. But, Big Bro, what's your thoughts on Zach Wilson taking this trade personally?
Well, go to the XFL, get you some playing time, get your arm good, look good, and come on back up. I don't know. You didn't look like you had it then. So if you ain't have somewhat of it now, what makes you going to get it now? Because they tried to write Geno Smith off, but he ain't right back. He was with the Jets too.
This is XFL. Hey, bro. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say he didn't do enough to any teams to be like, let's take a shot with this kid. So he might have to go down.
Agreed. Sticking with football, bro. One of your favorite players of all time, if not the favorite player of all time, prime time, Deion Sanders. One of two players in NFL history to score a touchdown 6 different ways. Can you name the other one?
Yeah, I want to say Eric Metcalf or no, Darren Woodson. Woodson. If it ain't Woodson, then Hester, and I'm done. No more guessing.
Those were a decent guess. Those were decent guesses. I'm not going to lie. It was kind of a loaded question, a question that even I wouldn't have been able to answer, being as the football aficionado that I am. His name's Bill Dudley. So the reason why I'm moving on to Deion is because one of his touted receivers at Jackson State showed out at the spring game, if you will. I think it was the spring game. Yeah, and he did his damn thing. And just a day later, he is in the NCAA transfer portal. So what do you think went down here? You think this guy came back? You think this guy came back into the locker room too big for his britches, and Deion brought him back down to earth, and now he's on his way out of there? What's going on?
What? What's the kid's name?
Says on there, but it's kind of far away from me. I can't really see it.
Oh, I can't.
So if you can't, I don't really give a damn what the kid's name is. I'm just saying one of his receivers who showed out is now transferring. That's the point. Fuck who his name is. Yeah. He's just a kid that showed out. And now he's transferring, and Colorado is a hotbed right now for recruits with Deion being there. So again, to hell with his name. What do you think about him having a receiver do good and now he's fucking transferring? What do you think about that?
I think the kid don't like the rules. These kids think that they're getting money now, bro. So it's like the NFL. It's a baby NFL. It's a higher paid XFL league for these guys. They don't like it, they can leave. There's no contract with them, so they can fucking leave if they don't like something. So NCAA better figure some shit out on that, or they're gonna be having it's gonna be a lot of players getting stuck in the transfer portal. And
they created a monster.
Yes, they did.
Lightning round. So we're moving on to the next thing. Going NBA. Stephen A. Smith is not a big fan of Kawhi Leonard. He's been on record saying that Kawhi Leonard is the worst superstar, that he's the worst A-list superstar that he's ever seen. Because Kawhi Leonard, lately he's just not been available. He's signing these huge ass contracts. And some say the most important stat is availability. Well, Kawhi hasn't been available. He's not even in the playoffs. Do you think Stephen A. Smith has a point here with calling Kawhi out, calling him to task, and not only that, but also Tyronn Lue, who is the most famous for getting stepped over by one Allen Iverson, also came out and said that stuff is that was what they were saving up for, as Kawhi Leonard in game 1 played 42 minutes, but Kawhi Leonard ain't playing no minutes in game 3. So, or didn't, or whatever. So what's your thoughts about that?
He tweaked his knee. My thoughts is, man, Kawhi need to get his body together, man. Like, and I don't agree with Stephen A. Smith for a lot of things, but this time I agree with him because when Charles Barkley was calling AD street clothes, they might as well start calling this boy street clothes. Because I like Kawhi. I think he's good. He could have been one of the best in the NBA right now. But I don't understand why he can't stay healthy. What is it that he's doing? What are you eating, man? Figure out what keeping your tendons tight and pump yourself full of that shit, man. Because, yeah, dude, it's getting ridiculous, to be honest with you. Here I am thinking the Clippers going to make a damn run because Kawhi's going to be in there, and I'm thinking, oh, man, L.A., the Clippers, and the Lakers going at it. Oh, that's going to be a fire series. Well, Kawhi ain't there, and that's stupid, man. Like, yeah, man. I hope it's just a sprain and he comes back, man. I hope it ain't nothing serious. But Stephen A. Smith is right. They need to cut this boy money in half.
Keeping on the subject of the NBA playoffs, the improbable Los Angeles Lakers have found a way to backdoor their way into the show, and they're making some noise as they're currently up 3-1 against the Memphis Grizzlies. One, Ja Morant returned, and the guy gets wild out there. Definitely gets wild out there. He's got some guys like Matt Barnes saying that, hey, if he continues to attack the basketball at this pace, he's not going to have a long career. What are your thoughts?
He's probably right. He's going to have an AI career. He's going to start putting miles on his body that he don't need to. Plus, he's doing that to make posters. Like, some of that stuff that he does is just absurd. Like taking off when the guys like at the free throw line, at the three, at the what they call it, the charge line, and making it look like he's gonna land that dunk. You're not even coming close to that, son. Stop. You're just putting extra stupid mileage on your body for no reason. But he plays like that, and if that's how you play, that's how you play, man. Because if you stop playing like that, you're gonna injure yourself. So if you play like that, you're gonna injure yourself. So you might as well go for broke. That's how I feel. But the Grizzlies is a trash ass team anyway. So they're not built to go.
I mean, they almost fucking put the Warriors out last season. I mean, that was a big series, so. But
that was when
they showed they could play a little bit. Go ahead.
They're strong, but
the Warriors won it last year, bro. Come on.
Yeah, but the Warriors barely got in. They got hot at the end of the season when Steph and everybody came back. So
you're missing my point, though.
Oh yeah. All right, my bad.
I'm just saying you're missing my point. Like they won it all, and Memphis gave them a good series. That's my only point. You don't got to shit on the Warriors saying, "Oh, they barely got there. They won."
Well, Steph didn't play 2 of those games, and they let Jordan Poole bust their ass. So I'm just saying.
You might be right about that. I don't have that fresh in my mind. But keeping on NBA. We got a list here, and I'm gonna put this on Solo Dolo just so you can see everybody. The 12 greatest point guards of all time. Who is your top 5 from this list?
Magic, Steph, Isaiah. I can care less about the rest of them. I can go Stockton. I never seen
disrespectful.
Who am I disrespectful for?
You just said you could care less about the rest of them. These are legends here, sir.
I don't think Chris Paul's that good. I don't think Steve Nash that good. Listen, okay, what have they done though? The 3 that I named are champions. All right. The rest, I don't know what the Robinson guy did, and I never seen the other guy.
You don't know what the Robinson guy did. What?
I don't know what I mean, I see his numbers, but I've never seen him play, so I can't sit here and be like, oh, he's great. You know what I'm saying? I've just seen highlights of it.
So what about John Stockton, who leads to NBA in steals and assists?
I said Stockton. That after I said those 3, and I said Stockton, and then I was like,
okay. And I thought you said Magic. I thought you said
first Zeke, I said
Magic and
Curry,
Steph,
Isaiah. And then I was like, Stockton. And then I was like, I don't know. And then I started naming guys I don't know. I was going to say GP for a minute, but I don't think GP is better than Jason Kidd. I think Chris Paul is good. but he ain't.
What about the two-time NBA MVP and Stephen Nash? What about Walt Clyde Frazier?
I never seen. I heard Frazier was good. I never seen him. That's why I can't say anything about the two older guys. But I can say that. And then what's that? Bob Cousy. They talk a lot about that guy. I don't think Steve Nash is that good. He was good for his team. When I say not that good, I think he was a superstar. He wasn't a top tier. Let's put it like that. I think John Stockton was way, way better top tier than Steve Nash was. And Stockton went further than Steve Nash did. You know what I mean? And then you could say Gary Payton.
Well, neither one of them won a title.
Yeah, neither one of them won a title. Gary Payton won one, but he won it on the bench with Shaq and Wade. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't even think Steve Nash never even went to a finals.
No, and Westbrook been to a final. Chris Paul.
Not without Kevin Durant though.
Yeah, and I believe Jason Kidd was part of that. He was part of that upset team.
Jason Kidd won a title with the Mavericks.
Yeah, I know.
But I believe he went to the finals. I believe he went to the finals with the Nets though. If memory serves me correctly.
Yes, he did. So Jason Kidd would probably be the fifth one. So it would probably be Magic, Kerr, Zay, Stockton, and Kidd. I mean, if you go off championship, but then if you want to use stats, I just don't think those other guys. They just don't have it.
Okay, well, who's number one here?
Who's number one?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to. I'm gonna just go ahead and say Steph Curry. It's hard between Magic and Isaiah, but I'm gonna say Steph Curry, just because he changed the game, bro. He's got more titles than those guys.
He changed the game. What did he change about the game?
Look at how they're shooting.
Are there different?
Look at the shooting. No. Big men are shooting threes now. He changed the game. Big men are taking threes. The floor is spread out because of shooters. It's not compact. It ain't going to the hole, facilitating the game. It is fucking letting that three go. And teams are living and dying. And the scoring is a big gap. It went from 89 points a game to 120. The game has changed. He changed it.
And all the coaches and owners sat down with Steph Curry and decided this?
Yeah, the league looked at it and was like, we might as well start shooting more threes because more threes are better than shooting twos. That's why the points higher. That's why the 3-point.
So they called Steph Curry. So they called Steph Curry into the office and they were like, "Look,
they didn't call Steph Curry. They all sat in the league and was like, "Yo, how can we compete with this guy shooting these? They're hitting 10, 11 threes a game with one player. Let's just fucking." And then if the Bash Brothers are going, they're hitting 23s a game. So they're like, "We just got to get the team full of shooters."
Did they change any of the rules of the game? Did they repaint any of the lines?
Look.
Did they?
No, the game has changed to where how teams play the game. You don't have to change a fucking rule to fucking be a great, but the style of the game has changed. All right? Shaq got the hack-a-Shaq rule, and that shit changed. But how great is Shaq? Shaq only got, 4 championships? And he was only dominant. He had he should have had 2 MVPs back-to-back. He didn't work hard enough. I'm not taking nothing from Shaq, but honestly, really think about it. Who changed the game then?
That's a perfect segue into what I'm going to get to next. There's only 2 players in the history of the NBA that changed the game. I don't subscribe to the Steph Curry, I shoot more, so I changed the game. I'm the greatest shooter of all time. I'm the greatest shooter. Let me get this out, bro. Game. Can I get this out?
Look what all the kids are doing right now. Everybody's shooting threes.
Fuck them kids.
Nobody was shooting threes kids. Like that.
They're shooting threes because they can't dunk. Fuck them kids. They're shooting threes because they can't dunk. Fuck them kids.
The 3-point percentages. Why don't you go look at history and look at the 3-point attempts? Reggie Miller was a 3-point killer. Fucking Ray Allen was a 3-point killer, and they did not attempt half of the shots that Steph Curry attempted or made in a game. He changed that, and now there's teams with 3-point specialists. They got to jack them up to compete. The game has changed. The scoring is almost double what it is. The game has changed, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Big men are shooting fucking threes. Big men don't even play in the post. Who has a post game? They don't even post anymore. They're out there shooting threes. The fuck out of here.
Big men are trash. Big men are trash in today's day and age. Big men are trash.
Listen, threes. They out there.
Steph Curry. I don't subscribe. I don't subscribe to Steph Curry changing
6 threes in the finals.
I'm trying to get a point out here, but
all right, go ahead. Go ahead, man.
I don't subscribe to Steph Curry changing the game because he shoots the ball more. I don't subscribe to Steph Curry being the greatest three-point shooter of all time. The fact of the matter is, Steph Curry he's not top 5 3-point percentage in the regular season. And in the postseason, percentage-wise, he's barely top 50. So because he shoots more and has more of a green light to shoot the ball, I'm not saying that he changed the game. Oh, the other players shoot more. Bro. Yeah, I'm not done, bro. You said a lot on this. Let me get this out. Listen, a lot of players shoot the ball a lot, and their names ain't Steph Curry. They're not getting none of this credit. Monte Ellis shot the ball when he was with Steph Curry a lot. He's not getting no credit. Fucking Klay Thompson shoots the ball better percentage-wise than Steph Curry, and Curry gets all the fucking clout. So at the end of the day, I don't subscribe to Steph Curry changing the fucking league just because everybody shoots more now. There's 2 players in the NBA that changed the fucking game, and their names are Michael Jordan and Shaquille O'Neal. And with this next segment, I just want to know, these are 4, and they actually changed the rules. They changed the game. They changed how the game is played. Those 2 players changed the rules, the structure of the game. Michael Jordan and Shaquille O'Neal. Those are the only 2 players. Now, with that being said,
you should watch the TNT show because they said Steph Curry changed the game.
Fuck the TNT show. What did they change? All they're saying, okay,
he's a generational talent. He changed the game.
You're not listening though, bro.
They say he changed. They're analysts. Everybody in the NBA said he changed the fucking game.
I don't give a fuck. Dude, I don't care.
That's your opinion.
I don't care. I go by
it's your opinion.
That's where you're wrong. No. That's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong. Everybody else, bro. The notion that Steph Curry changed the game is based off an opinion. What I'm talking about is facts because Jordan and Shaq did change the game. They changed.
Look at the numbers.
Fuck the numbers, bro. Everybody's got numbers. Jordan had numbers. Iverson had numbers. Everybody's got fucking numbers. You're missing the point, and you won't listen. Yeah. You won't let me talk. You just want to talk over me.
I'm telling you do to change the game.
Listen, if you would listen for 2 seconds, I tell you. If you listen for 2 seconds, I tell you. If 2 seconds. Can you do that? Like, seriously.
Yeah.
The notion that Steph Curry.
I'm trying to save you from embarrassment, but go ahead.
The notion that Steph Curry changed the game is based off an opinion. He didn't change any. They're saying, every team shoots the ball more now. We're going to point at Steph Curry, even though the Warriors as an organization, we're doing that. Multiple players, not just Steph, but they want to say Steph changed the game because teams shoot more. No, that is a fucking opinion. What is a fact is that Michael Jordan and Shaquille O'Neal changed the game. Have you heard of the Jordan rules? Have you heard of the fact that the reason why the zone coverage is allowed?
The Jordan rules are?
I'm not even fucking done, bro. I'm not even fucking done. I'm not even done, bro.
Go ahead,
bro.
Man.
This is actual shit that you can actually look up on Google to see what rules were changed because of Jordan. They brought the damn zone defense back because of fucking Shaq. There's obviously Hack-a-Shaq. There's shit that was actually changed that you can point to on paper. Hey, this was changed about the game. This was changed about the rules. Not, everybody shoots more. Let's give Steph the credit. I'm done.
All right, man.
You can't fucking point to shit on paper. It's all opinion. Everybody shoots more. Let's give Steph the credit for that. Fucking let's give Steph the credit that Dame Lillard was born. Yep. Anyways.
Yep.
Most dominant, unguardable players of all time. If you had to take one player off of this list, Who would it be?
If I had to take one player off of this list,
yeah, fuck.
Probably Shaq. Shaq ain't gonna win me no games, bro.
I can't do this shit. I can't do this shit, bro. I cannot. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I can't do it. We're gonna go. We're gonna go on to. This should be the easiest decision of all time. One of these motherfuckers has to go. Who is it gonna be?
Triple H.
I'm sweating in here. Triple fucking H with a fucking bullet. With a fucking bullet. Like he shouldn't even be in that picture right there. He should be gone already. Oh, like seriously. He should be gone. Who put this together? This is not even
he's not even on that pier, bro. He's not even Shawn Michaels should be there, not Triple H.
You know what people were trying to tell me? Some people are in the comments. They were like, oh, bro, it's not that easy a decision. You know what I mean? Triple H is an excellent in-ring performer. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That's the Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Take a fucking walk, Triple H. What the fuck? Like, God. Oh, my gosh, bro. Like, listen.
I don't care what you're saying, Triple H. The fuck out of here,
bro, these are three of the guys, love it or hate it. You know, Triple H was a part of DX or whatever. And Rock, Austin, like Triple H has been around for a long time. He's still doing his thing. He's in the front office. These are three guys that made it fun to watch wrestling. Is this the reason why you would stop watching wrestling? Right here, you got Rey Mysterio in the ring with Mark Henry, the Big Show, and the Great Khali, and apparently he won this match.
I'm done.
I mean, talking about skirting the line.
This dude like 4 fucking times. I'm done.
Oh
I can't even take Rey Mysterio serious after that. I'm done.
Apparently he was in there with those Titans and he got out of there with the victory. I don't know what that's about.
Was it a 4-way match or it was all 3 of them against him?
It looks like a handicap match. All of them versus Rey Mysterio Jr.
Who's
Rey
the
Mysterio
handicap?
Jr. 3 versus 1.
Why does Rey need the handicap? Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. And Rey Mysterio found a way into the winner's circle somehow. I'm just saying, skirting the lines of reality. I mean, this is getting ridiculous. But with that being said, bro, that being said, just a couple more things here. I just wanted to make sure you're still my brother with this one. It's graduating kindergarten and young lad sitting on the couch here. Just want to know if you can name the celebrity. Sitting on the couch after he just graduated kindergarten. I believe the year was 1973. Don't quote me on that. Who is this kid sitting on the couch?
I was gonna say that's Mace, but I don't know who the fuck that is.
You're very close.
Oh, yeah. Are you
very
serious?
Close, but no. You're close, but no. You got the right label.
Shit.
You got me sweating over here, big bro. God, dog. That Steph Curry talk.
That ain't I don't know. Am I on the West Coast? Am I good?
I said you got the right label. What label was Mace?
No, Biggie. No,
okay, Biggie. It's young Christopher Wallace. It is young.
Oh, okay.
Notorious B.I.G. All right, that's cool.
Did he before?
I mean, he's a little kid. I mean, he didn't come out in Milk Dud. I mean,
hey man, I've seen some chunk babies just chunk their whole fucking life, bro.
I'll give you that. Last thing I want to talk about. Last thing I want to get your opinion on, bro. Do you have a problem with the Pied Piper still selling out arenas? Do you have a problem with him still stepping in the name of love? Do you got a problem with that?
Is he selling out prisons? Like, wait a minute. All I see is orange, bro. Wait a minute. Is this clickbait?
Do you got a problem with that, bro? Do you
got a problem?
Bro, the chocolate factory is still open for business.
Are you serious? These are parents trying to get money. They're trying to send their daughters to him to get paid. They want to go to the Touch Me Ranch or whatever the fuck that shit's called.
Wow. Well, I'm not going to get into all that jargon.
Dude,
but do you got a problem with this?
Fucking concerts, bro.
I mean, he's in prison. What do you want to do? He's R. Kelly. He's in prison. Everybody knows it.
Oh, well then these concerts.
Did you not know that this was R. Kelly? I said the Pied Piper.
Yeah, but you said sold out concerts, and I'm thinking like this dude really he out here. I'm thinking he in prison doing concerts, bro. And they like we taking the candy shop from him. You think they took his candy?
I don't know, bro. I think they probably took everything from him. I mean, but like I said, he's still performing though, bro. Like are you happy for him that he's still out here getting it and doing what he loves? I mean, I know he can't piss on anybody anymore. He got to pay back those honey buns that's on his pillows and shit. He didn't know that he wasn't supposed to eat that. He got to get those receipts back. I'm gonna defer to your expertise on that one. But yeah, bro. That's pretty much all I had tonight. Was there anything else you wanted to touch on before we call it quits here?
He changed the game. All right, let me stop, man. Let me stop.
Bro, the fact that you removed Shaquille O'Neal and you didn't even hesitate, like it's just like, because bro, like I don't listen. Games. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what.
I've seen those guys single-handedly win games.
Bro, if I got a chance to get Curry on my team and I got a chance to get Shaq in his prime on my team, I'm picking Shaq. I'm picking Shaq all day long.
Game winner shot.
I'm picking Shaq because if I pick Shaq, listen, I'm picking Shaq because if I pick Shaq, I know there won't be a situation where there is a game-winning shot.
Yeah, well,
because
hold on.
No, because he shoots a way higher. He shoots a way higher percentage than Steph Curry could dream of shooting. He's way more efficient. No, he's way more efficient. God. He is a way more efficient scorer than Steph Curry could even dream about.
We'll just foul his
and that's just the fact.
We'll foul him.
Okay, so that's a double-edged sword. You get your best players in foul trouble. Get your best players in foul trouble. I'm gonna win either way. I'm picking Shaq.
That's why they had a lot of big men to take up the fouls.
I'm picking Shaq.
Not too many people fouled out because they had enough big men to beat the shit out of Shaq.
Steph Curry couldn't hold Shaquille O'Neal's jockstrap. Guys.
And Shaquille O'Neal couldn't hold Steph Curry neither. For every 2 Shaquille hit, Steph hits a 3. You add it up at the end of the game.
Nah. Like I said, Shaq is way more efficient than Steph Curry. Shaq is way more efficient than Steph Curry. How many times, bro? Guys, thanks for watching. Championship rounds. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the YouTube. Until next time, of course, you guys do your very best to stay frosty. I'm gonna get out of here and argue some more with my brother. So I'll see you guys later.
Somebody go cook some shrimp. Steph Curry.
Well, he's gonna go cook shrimp, and we're gonna leave you on this note. Steph Curry didn't change the fucking game.
Steph Curry. Motherfucker try to cut me off.
I take you off there. Hey.
You